Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Stroud. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Stroud to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Now Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, Dell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. An audible here to get a new look.
A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Complete to Wright. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Second and 5. Throw left side complete. That's right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 3. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Second and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Vargas. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down and 4. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Second and 4. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Third and 2. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Gets past one man. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
This is Pearman. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Waters. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Vargas. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wright's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. On third down, here's a run by Wright. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Now they'll audible to something else. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to blow that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give up the middle to right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now they'll change things up. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they start some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's McDonald. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the handoff, it's Wright. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Stroud looking to change the play. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st down, Daniels. He'll get this to about the 38. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll run with Pearman. Wiggles free. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
All right.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Spearman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And now they'll shift things around. Stroud back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here's Stroud. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. This is 1st and 10. On the give, this is right. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down. On the ground, it's right.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Complete to right. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here we go, 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number one running option that you've scouted and take away their number one receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One final shot. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. They'll go with a keeper, and he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. One play to keep their postseason alive. They're going to try and run for it. And he is in. The call works, and they have won the football game. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.